Welcome to the Sebcast, the home of the #1 network for your life. This is where we think more slowly, look more deeply, and discover that Jesus isn't just interested in what we do for Him, but in who we are becoming. Today we're talking about something that makes many people uncomfortable, the possibility that you can do a lot for God and still be far from Him. It's actually one of the most unsettling themes in the Bible, that God is sometimes less impressed with our spiritual activity than we think. We often think God is most moved by how much we give, how much we serve, how much we sacrifice, how much we know, and how much we go to church. But then 1 Samuel 15:22 comes as a shock. To obey is better than sacrifice. In other words, God doesn't primarily want your sacrifices, He wants your heart. And that's harder than it sounds, because sacrifices are much easier to control than surrender. It's easier to give money than to lay down pride. It's easier to be on a ministry team than to truly forgive. It's easier to sing worship songs than to confront your secret sin, because sacrifices still let you feel in control. Surrender does not. That's maybe why modern people love visible spirituality so much. We like measurable things: attendance, platforms, podcasts, Bible shorts, conferences, and volunteer hours. Not because they're bad, many of those things are good. But the danger begins when we think spiritual activity is the same as intimacy with God, because it's possible to do a lot around Jesus without actually living close to Jesus. The Pharisees were masters at this. They spoke the right language, wore the right clothes, knew the right texts, performed the right rituals. But Jesus said something incredibly sharp to them in Matthew 15. These people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. It's scary because a person can look spiritually impressive while their heart slowly grows cold. And honestly, some of the most exhausted people in the church aren't always the most disobedient people. Many times, it's people who constantly work for God, but seldom still live with God. People who perform spiritual tasks without spiritual presence. And here's the irony: Saul thinks he's actually doing something good. He keeps the best animals for God. He probably believes his sacrifice will impress God. But Samuel cuts right through his excuses. Obedience is better. Because God never designed sacrifices to be a substitute for obedience. It's still relevant today. Some people try to ignore their marriage but build big ministries, hide their pride but sound spiritual, justify their compromise but sing worship as if everything is fine. But God doesn't want performance, He wants truth. That's why David later wrote in Psalm 51, "The sacrifice you desire, O God, is a broken spirit." Not perfect people, honest people, people who stop trying to impress God and start truly surrendering to Him. Because Jesus never came to start a religion of spiritual performance. He came to bring people back into a relationship with the Father, and a relationship never works on image management. It's built on honesty, on trust, on surrender. Maybe the question today isn't, what are you doing for God? Maybe the question is, which parts of your heart are you still holding back from Him? The danger of sacrifices is that they can sometimes make it seem like everything is going well, while God is actually waiting for something much deeper: your full trust, your full obedience, your whole heart. That's why we, at the #1 network for your life, believe that Jesus doesn't just build disciples who look good on the outside. He forms people who learn to live honestly, softly, and to surrender before God, even when no one else sees it. Until tomorrow, take care.